Hey guys, this is the Falcam quick release ball head for action camera. Recently just got this. I've ordered this before, and this is how I'm using it with a quick release magnetic mount. But when I ordered this one, I did not get what they're including now, which is one of these plastic adapters. So this is how so in the box it comes with this plastic adapter, this little action mount, you get this kind of plastic washer, and then the thumb screw, which I'm not that big of a fan of. So, and I'll show you why here in a second of what I prefer instead. So the reason why they started to include these was that this has a F22 and F38 adapter. So the idea was that, you could use this with the backpack clip, but as you can see, it kind of slides around in there. Compared to what if you were to use it with a F38 adapter, or just F38, it's not going to go in there. But it does work well with, one of the F22 adapters. It kind of just slides in there, no problem. So that's, it does have a F22 and F38 kind of setup. But so they started including these plastic adapters. And so you just kind of slip it on over the top like that. And then you kind of have to just like snap it in place where the base is flush with that. So that way you can then use it with a backpack clip, just like that. So that's the benefit of that. But I don't think that, it's got, let's see, you see like where the mechanism lines up is a little further away from the outside, which would be kind of like here on the F38 plate. So let me grab one of those just to kind of show you. So you see the F38s are more on the outside and the F22s on the inside, where the F38 over here is on the outside. So what I did to kind of like, as a middle ground setup was just to do something like, let me pop this off real quick. Did this F38 plate, F22, and then did that. What side does that go on? There we go. There we go. Let me tighten this up. There you go. So if you did do the F38 to F22 and then the action mount adapter, it would work with the base plate, and then you've got the backpack mount there. And then if whatever you need to quickly take this off, you just do that. So that's that setup. But I would say one of the challenges that I found with this plastic adapter was, so you slip it on like that. So you're good to go there. But if you have something mounted, let me grab this here. And just quickly, I'm going to show you, let's move this over just a little bit. There we go. So this is a typical thumb screw that you get with kind of any action mount, and I've always found that like the extra length right here is unnecessary. So I picked up one of these kind of M5 screws, and you can see just like that, how much, it's about half the size of that. So it keeps it more compact, keeps it out of the way, a little more inconspicuous than you have in this big old thumb screw out of the way. You can find smaller thumb screws, but just for what I found quickly, I got this wing nut just to kind of keep it compact. So I put this in here, I'll set this up. So got the washer. Set this up. So that's nice and snug. So get that all tight. Set that down. So if in a hypothetical situation you've got this set up with an F22 here, and you're using this as a backpack mount, Make sure that's another thing. You gotta make sure that this thing is flush. There we go. All right, so you got that set up. Right, but if you go to want to take this thing off and go back to the F22, let's see, F22 is not going to work like that. If it's physically impossible. So you have to snap this thing off. But if you're in this setup, you then have to like completely take this apart and do that. So what I wish they would have done instead, and instead of a plastic one, because the plastic, you know, at these corners, it'll eventually break. What I wish they would have done was like kind of had some kind of clipping mechanism right here where they just kind of like nested or interlocked, almost like maybe like a finger joint or another joint, just that way maybe it was kind of like, you know, one on top of the other, just so you can quickly take one off and quick setup and break down. So that's just kind of one problem with that. So good that they included this, but it's plastic, might break. They only included one, so if you break this one, you're kind of SOL. And then it's, you know, it kind of runs into this problem where you can't really get it quickly off. If you did want to go to an F22 setup, you know, you could get that off quickly, and then kind of set that up. But then that thing is just kind of floating in midair. So yeah, still some room for improvement.